Hey everyone, welcome to another casual garden stroll. Filming this one Saturday evening, and this will be an abbreviated one, like for real, because boy, it has been just a whirlwind week. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen that I was in Oregon from Sunday through, well, Thursday morning for a trip with Bailey Nurseries, which I'll do a video about it. Well, not about the trip, but about some of the stuff I learned there. One of the things that's really cool about these brand trips is when you like see inside the industry a little bit. So we learned like a ton about propagation, which was really interesting. And basically like how a tree gets to your house, basically. How does that tree go from however it starts to your yard? So it's always cool to have those opportunities to just learn more about this gardening stuff that we talk about all the time. But then I had a whirlwind day at work, Thursday and Friday morning. And then Sunday or Friday night, I had a sailboat race, an overnight sailboat race. I'm filming this Saturday afternoon. So we brought the boat home, then back across the lake. So I've had 1 hour of sleep since Friday morning. Since whenever I woke up on Friday, I've had 1 hour of sleep in the whatever, somebody do the math for me, 36 hours since then. So we're gonna be short here because I want to get this video edited and up so that I can sleep in tomorrow morning on Sunday when you'll be watching this. But there are some parts of the garden, by the way, I'm just so looking forward to having tomorrow to just work in the garden, but there are some parts of this garden that are looking so good. So I wanna try to go around and hit some of the high points for the most part. Of course, I'm doing this when the sun is quite bright, but this little corner, super happy with how this is turning out. So what we have here is Salvia argentea, black mondo grass. This is this Kufia from Proven Winners called Vivid Violet. The green grass is Ceslaria, and then this is the Eucomis sparkling burgundy that I grew last year and overwintered. There's a little gar on there. There's also some dahlias planted in there that will flower. And I'm loving the combo. I think it looks really good here. Also, the rosy teacups dogwood. Sorry, now the neighbor's mowing. The rosy teacups dogwood doesn't have nearly the flowers it had last year. I don't know if you guys remember it last year. It just flowered like crazy, and for like 5 weeks. This week, everything opened all at once when we had that heat wave like everybody had. So there are fewer flowers by a lot this year. But what's here is really beautiful. They're starting to fade out a little bit. The fewer flowers, but much larger flowers, which is kind of an interesting note. But right underneath that, some of our first poppies. This poppy is going to open tomorrow. I would say it's looking like it's going to be a hot pink, which will go nicely with this, but we'll see. I do see a few other poppies around. In fact, there's one over here. Oh gosh, sorry about the bright light here. This guy's actually like kind of closing up already, but this is like a really brilliant coral. See, I never know what color they're going to be because I use so many of my own seeds and they're quite prolific. So I don't know what they're ever really going to be, and when I do know, I sort of forget, you know. So anyway, that's exciting. I wanted to show you a little update on the window box, which is starting to fill in, and I still have to get the supports for the Fiona Sunrise Jasmine in there. But here you can see that this is that what is this called? Grapefruit, pink grapefruit, super bells. I don't know, everything's just looking really good up there so far. I can't get the camera up that high. The one thing that's not really popping up that we're seeing much of yet is the coleus that's in the back, which is kind of an important part of this. There's a lime green coleus that grows between each of those cordylines, so it'll be good when we get to see that. But next door, look at this, Above and Beyond climbing rose. Looking so good, you guys. This is truly, truly, truly hardy. Cane hardy in a horrible winter for me here. I am technically zone 6. Some people have been arguing with me lately. That's not my zone, but I'm telling you, look at the zone map. That is what this skinny little bit of Wisconsin is now along the lake. There's a clematis growing up here too. That's what this is, which we're going to start seeing some flowers from too. That's Pearl d'Azur. Probably pronouncing that wrong. It's French. I tend to mess up French real bad. So that'll be beautiful when that's flowering too. On the other side of the patio, I just want to show you this container, which is starting to fill in. You know, this one was tough because when we planted it, nothing was flowering. So we've got some of the Sardiva pink scabola here, Kent Beauty, Mondo grass. We've got the gardenias in the back, which have just been blooming and just smelling absolutely amazing. But what's kind of fun here is that the summer hyacinth is putting up buds, so we're going to see flowers on that soon, so that will be good. Behind that, by the way, just a little note here, I just filled in with a couple little annuals. Coleus, mini me chartreuse coleus. I had one campfire Biden's marshmallow left. But let's take a look here at, you guys, it's a big deal when a rose looks good in this garden. This is Rise Up Lilac Days mini climbing rose from Proven Winners. Look at all the flowers on this. There's like a ton more buds to come too. Looks, I mean, it just looks good. It's probably 5 feet tall, which is a really nice size. By the way, if you have, you'll notice this, if you have this, flip your leaves over, you have sawfly larvae. That's what causes this. There we go. Do you see this guy right here, this little guy? That is the sawfly larvae caterpillar, and that is what is eating holes in your rose. It doesn't damage your rose. Well, I mean, it damages it, but it doesn't hurt it long term unless it happens like a lot. But you can just squish them. You can spray them with a little bit of neem, which I often do. Sometimes I do a combination of both. Don't worry about it. It's not going to kill your rose. Anyway, there you go. Lilac, Rise Up Lilac Days. Beautiful. Driveway planters are looking really good. The driveway planters are new. I did just finally, we had to replace them. And I actually did go up a size. And it sounds like Amazon, it sounds like we're close to a settlement. Basically Amazon ran into one of my pots and broke it, and we're close to a settlement on that. So I think we'll be getting reimbursement for that. Here's, this is growing in pretty nicely. The Coralina is starting to flower in the front, and this is this. Hey! Get out of my garden, Darwin! No, come on, get out of there! Come on! He just like tromped through the garden. More poppies here. These are gonna be reds. It certainly looks like to me. We got some pelargonium in here, poppies. Once some of these poppies come out, I'll just pull those, but other ones I'll leave standing. But come on over here so we can see this. Look at the climbing hydrangea. It is just fabulous. I mean, isn't that just, it's like, I'm gonna say, I don't know, what are we gonna say, 30 feet maybe? Look at that thing, just in full bloom. Is blooming more on the east side this year, which is not always the case, but look at that. So good. Actually, this whole garden over here is looking pretty good. We've got the astrantia. Thank you, someone last week. Somebody reminded me that the common name is masterwort, but that is looking really pretty. Got this small goat spirit. Is it Aruncus dioecious or something? Anyway, look how pretty that is, flowering there. Oh, here, the best. Here, let's see. We'll shortcut over there. This is what I wanted to show you. Look at how amazing this looks with all these ambassador alliums flowering. First of all, we've got the penstemon Midnight Masquerade flowering in the front, which is beautiful. Then we get these beautiful Christophii alliums. And kind of an interesting size. I mean, look at how like immense these things are. Then we move up to these amazing whimsical ambassador alliums that I spread all the way across over there. I'm so thrilled with how this looks. Big leaves right here are Sophium terebithium. Some poppies came up in here. Here's a bee, like just like having a ball on top of this ball. Happy with this. I just think this is looking just primo right now. I gotta say, these are my two favorite alliums, like bulb grown alliums by far, is Christophii and Ambassador. To give you an idea of just how big we're looking at here, let me move my hand back so you can kind of see my hand next to that. It's, you know, it's, I'm going to say that's 6 inches across probably. Pretty amazing. I'm sorry I'm skipping around the garden so much, you guys, but I did want to show you some more of this front border. So what you see here in the back is, I think this is a Welsh onion. This is something I picked up at a plant sale of a garden I've toured multiple times. And actually the original plant is not exactly doing so well, but this one is a division of it. It's so pretty. I mean, I grow it as an ornamental. It's totally edible. At least that's my understanding of it. And then below that, we've got the Mila pineapple. The jury's a little bit out on these right now. They're struggling a little bit, and I can't quite figure out why. If it's just that they got a little fried before they got in the ground, they haven't recovered yet. But let's take a look at what's below them. So I planted like basically a ground cover layer of Mercardonia and just Alyssum, the little ones you buy in the 6-packs. Nothing fancy. And that's filling in all the way along the front edge here, which I'm quite liking. Then as we come down this way, this is Popstar hydrangea right here. That first one looks amazing. These other ones really did not deal with the heat wave well. I mean, look at this. I pulled off a bunch of leaves that were like those brown ones. The heat wave did not treat them well. Below that, though, we've got, I think this is called, I got a little weeding to do here, so ignore that. But I think this is Onanthera. This is a sample plant that Proven Winners sent. I'm quite taken with this. If this is going to spread out and create like a carpet of yellow, first of all, I don't know who person is who loves yellow all of a sudden in the garden, but whatever. Never swear anything off because I'll come back to it. Anyway, I'm really happy with what that's doing. So I'm hoping it'll get over here. Otherwise, I might try to pick up a little bit more alyssum just to fill that area in. And then around this area, so this is an area that I've replanted a few times. And honestly, there's just some stuff that really just needs an opportunity to do some growing in here. So what I did was stuck some annuals in. So these are all actually trial plants. I stuck in some of the new Royale Lobelia from Proven Winners in here. And then this is a Proven Winners Petunia. That's a trial plant. And I think it looks pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like perfect, but I think it's looking pretty good so far. I can't believe that greenhouse is still in the back. That was supposed to be gone a long time ago. This weekend that will happen. The lady's mantle is in full, beautiful, beautiful bloom here. We need a little weeding attention in here, but it's not so bad. But we do have some like mini purple. This is sort of what happens when poppies get miniature when they have too much competition. So that didn't get thinned out. But little combo note here. This is Sapphire Indigo Clematis, which just spills over this wall, mixed with the lady's mantle. I mean, you guys know that I'm here for a blue or purple and chartreuse moment, and that is it right there. And then as we come down here, actually, I thought I might have lost this rose, but we do still have Lady of Shalott. I had to cut back a ton of it this year. But this is the only David Austin left in the garden. It's looking really, really pretty good. Then we come down here. We've got some Boom Chocolate in the back. This is growing quite tall. I was talking to Yulia from Why Do You Garden on this trip. And she was talking about how tall her Boom Chocolate got. And I guess, I said mine didn't get that tall, but clearly this one is. The banana, we talked about that last week. And let's just swing around here quickly. We're still trying to grow grass, guys. We'll get there eventually. But I did just want to take a look at this climbing hydrangea. I don't think this one is looking as good as the other one, but I mean, listen, it still looks pretty damn great, right? So just a good year for climbing hydrangeas, I guess. Really quite happy with how that looks. I replanted this pot. I'm going to replant it again tomorrow. I think I kind of changed my mind on something there. And listen, folks, we got to talk about this. This is Eclipse hydrangea. This was new out from First Editions last year. It's macrophylla. Not only did it come back with no problems, we're going to have some, I think it's remontant, meaning it reblooms, but there's a bloom on there from last year. Pretty damn amazing. I love it in this spot. I think that this hydrangea should not be thought of as a hydrangea. I think it should be thought of as like a foliage accent, basically. Okay, two last sort of highlights to show you. First of all, this bed over here, which is a bit of a mishmash of mini hostas. So this is blue mouse ears, which I have in a lot of other places around the garden, and that's like another one of the mouse series, church mouse or something. This is a dwarf Solomon seal, which is also over here. I don't know what hosta this is, but I don't recommend it. It is one of the first to get eaten by slugs. Autumn moon hosta. This bed is just looking, it's just looking here. Let me try to get a good angle for you here. I just feel like that bed is really kind of finally coming into its own a little bit. And then this bed is also looking really nice. Some dahlias are planted in there which are not blooming yet. I don't blame them. They were planted like a week ago. Would you bloom if you were a dahlia that was planted in, late June? But this is White Wands Veronica. Such a good, there's two very, very, very good Veronicas in here. This is one of them. And actually, now that I'm saying this, where is the other one? Gosh, if I lost it, oh, here, no, it's back here. This is Pink Skywalker, pink something, which is a nice one. But let's just look at this because I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, it looks so good when it's starting to bloom. You'll get rebloom on that one if you cut it back, but this first bloom is always better. This is dark reader, I think, geranium. And then we've got a, gosh, you guys, I'm tired and I'm forgetting the names of plants. So this is, I'm losing it. I'm not even going to try to guess. Still our little American ginkgo, doing well. This is one of the annual agastaches. It's not really annual. It's hardy where it's hardy, but it's just kind of a warmer zone plant. So here would be an annual. I've got these planted all over. They might be my new favorite annual, in quotes, of the year. And then Vernonia. Two types of Vernonia back there, which has been growing there for a long time, but they just finally got a little bit of sun to actually do anything. So I want to show you that spot. Oh, and the clematis growing up. The Mr. Magoo Engelmanni spruce is Alba luxurians. It's quite tall. It gets white flowers with green edges on them. And I want to show you last thing, then I'm out of here. This little area, which let's see if I can zoom in for you here a little bit. So the plant that you see standing here tall is Phlomis. I believe it's Amazon. It's you guys, don't ask me to do these things when I'm dead ass tired. Anyway, Phlomis. Love it. Love how it stands. Dies beautifully. Makes beautiful, beautiful seed heads. They usually stand up pretty well. We have a Sanguisorba in there. Don't know which one it is. There's also some weeds in there, but are we looking at those right now? No, we are not. So, actually, look at when we come over here, this area that I just showed you. I don't know that any of these areas are anything special. I just know that I'm happy with what I'm seeing in the garden right now. And after kind of a tough winter in the garden, it's nice to be happy when you walk around your garden and see something that you really like. This is a Baptisia here that I can't tell you the name of because I don't know it. But it's kind of a beautiful kind of light purple with yellow in it. I think Baptisia is a fabulous plant. I have another, matter of fact, there's another one right there. I love it because it looks good even when it's done flowering. And for a lot of other reasons. It's a great native or nativar, although that one is not a native. That's the Australian, that's Baptisia australis, whatever. But there's no reason to grow Australis when there's a great native one. I don't know why I ended up with that one. Take a little view of Rosie Teacup's dogwood over there. And I think we'll end it here. Okay, folks, that's the end of this. It's time for me to have a glass of wine and pizza, edit this video, and then go to bed. And hopefully when you are watching in the morning, I will still be asleep. Hope you're having a great day in your garden. Thank you for watching. My goal for tomorrow is to get a heck of a lot of gardening done, get that greenhouse out of here. Basically I would like to get every plant that's in the ground, that's not in the ground by tomorrow. We'll see if that happens or not. I hope you guys are having a great weekend in your garden. Bye-bye.